everybody, it's Miss Kristen from the Lake Hiawatha Library. I'm here today to teach you how to make toilet paper characters. So this one's really simple because all you need is some paper and a toilet paper roll. So I have a few that I've already made. I have Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber. I have Princess Leia and her little hair buns. And then I have Harry Potter. Oops. I have our Harry Potter here. But today I'm going to make with you a minion. All right, so this is our minion we're gonna make. So we're gonna use him as our guide to make sure we're doing it right, okay? So you can always use regular paper, but if you have construction paper, it's good to use that too. So our first one we're gonna do is we're gonna get our yellow. So we're gonna get our yellow construction paper, and you're gonna take your toilet paper roll and you're gonna roll it up so that you make sure you cover the entire thing. And you can always cover just a little more too, just to make sure you got it. And you're gonna take your pencil or pen and you're gonna mark it so that you know where to cut. And the same thing with the lengthwise and the width. So you're just gonna mark it so you know where to cut, and it's okay if you do a little more than you think you need, because you can always either trim it off or it can be a little higher. So then you're just gonna cut your rectangle out. There we go. So we have our rectangle here, and it's not exactly a rectangle, but that's okay. It'll be a little crooked. So then you're gonna take it and you're gonna make sure you roll it up and it covers your entire tube, and it does. So now we're gonna get our glue. You can use a glue stick or regular Elmer's glue, whatever you have at home. And then you're just gonna cover it with glue. Whoops. Just make sure you get enough glue that it'll stick. All right, and then we're gonna roll it up. Right, that. And just make sure when you roll it that you get the entire thing covered up. So we have our base for our minion. So now if we look at our picture, what do we have left? We have some overalls we need to make. So the overalls are blue, so you can grab your blue. And one way that's really easy to do this is you can just take the paper you've already cut with how big you need it and just cut again. So we're just gonna cut another rectangle. And it's gonna be a little more than we need, but that's okay. We can always trim it down because we're gonna have to draw some overalls. So your overalls don't have to be perfect. So you can just kind of start and decide about how tall you want them. So we're gonna say they're gonna be about half the sheet of the paper. And we're gonna just draw some rectangles that go down, and then we're gonna go over and we're gonna draw the other rectangle that goes down, and then this goes across, and then this goes down. And just try and make it as even as possible. And then we just go across, and then we go across. So my overall. So we're just gonna cut this out now. And it's okay if you get some of your drawing in there, because we can just flip it the other way and you won't even see it. So we're gonna cut and cut that. All right, so now we have an overall. So if we put it on our minion and wrap it around, it looks pretty good, right? So now we're gonna, we made sure it fit, we're going to glue. Gonna make sure we get all the little corners so that it's gonna stay really well. All right, and now we're going to put it in the middle at the bottom and wrap it around. And then we make sure it stays. All right, so now we have our minion's overall and our minion's yellow skin. So what else do we need? we have some goggles. All right, so I have some googly eyes here. And if you don't have googly eyes, that's okay. You can just use whatever you have. You can draw them on. You can just make goggles. So I'm going to use the googly eyes to help me decide how big our goggles are going to be. So I'm going to put those down, and then I'm going to draw around them, kind of like glasses, and they don't have to be perfect. But we have some goggles. So we're going to cut those out now. And again, it's okay if you have your pencil mark that you can see in, because we can just slip it and then you won't be able to see it. All right, so we have our goggles. So we're going to just put them where they should be. How does it look? Pretty good. All right, so now we're going to use our glue and glue them down. Okay, so we're going to put them right there in the face. All right, it's looking like a minion. So now, we can add a little smile. All right, and then they have a little symbol on their overalls, so you can draw that. It's like a little triangle thing with a circle. All right. So you can add in the little details. If you have beads or things like that, maybe those could be added in too. Use things at home that you found. So we got our little symbol, our little buttons maybe. All right. Okay. So now we can glue on our eyes. So we're going to just get some glue for the eyes. Now let's put one there. Let's get the other one. Put it there. All right, so we're gotten pretty far. The only thing we're missing is the hair. So our hair, I'm just going to use, I don't have black construction paper, so I'm just going to use white. And we're just going to draw some hair. And we'll just color it in. All right, so we're going to just make sure when we cut it a little farther down so that we'll be able to glue it. And it's just going to be, we'll just make it a little round kind of fan type thing. And we'll see how it looks. All right, so we have our hair here. So now we're going to get some glue on it. And we're just going to glue it there. And so if you have only white construction paper, you can always use some crayons or color pencils to color it in instead. But you can just make whatever characters you want and be creative. So like you can make different characters from TV, from video games, from whatever you'd like, all right? So have fun making your toilet paper characters. Thank you for watching. Bye.